Hi, my name is Sean Peters, and today I'm going to discuss how astronomers measure the distance of stars. Astronomers measure the distance of the nearest stars based on its stellar parallax. Parallax is the visual phenomenon in which an object viewed from one point of view may appear against a slightly different background when that point of view is changed. One way to see for yourself how this effect works is to hold an object out in front of you, I'll use my finger, and look at the object with your left eye closed. Then look at the same object with your right eye closed. The background will appear to shift ever so slightly. Putting this exercise into astronomy, all we do is replace the object in front of us with a nearby star, and then note how it appears to move against the more distant stars in the background. This is referred to as stellar parallax. Since the Earth rotates, all the astronomer has to do is record their observations of the star and its background, then 6 months later observe the appearance of motion of the star against the background, the Earth having rotated approximately 2 astronomical units. Once they know how far the star seems to have traveled, they use a simple mathematical calculation, which looks like this. As you can see, once the parallax angle, or P, is known, the distance, d, can be found. However, the further away from Earth the star is, the more difficult it is to measure using stellar parallax. Earth-based telescopes can only measure up to roughly 100 parsecs away. Space-based telescopes can measure stars up to 1,000 parsecs away, but once the stars are further away than that, astronomers have to rely on other methods of measurement. In some instances, astronomers will use stellar parallax to measure the distance of certain nearby stars called Cepheid variables. These stars are notable for their direct relationship between how long the stars pulsate and how bright they appear. Astronomers can measure the apparent brightness, then use that information to calculate how bright the star actually is. This true brightness helps calculate the distance from Earth. Cepheids are exceptionally bright stars, which means we are able to calculate the distance of some of these stars from up to millions of light years away. Exploding stars, or supernovae, are another cosmic benchmark used to calculate distance. Certain supernovae have a distinct rate of brightness and pulsation just like the Cepheid variable stars. However, astronomers would not be able to calculate the distance of these supernovae without first finding the distance of certain Cepheid variables as an additional benchmark, and they would not be able to do that until they calculated stars close to Earth using stellar parallax.